The news that Boomplay Ghana is about shutting their office here in this side of the world and closing their business here is a disturbing information. Unless you are not part of the industry. If you are part of the industry, this information surely is a disturbing information, because elsewhere, you go to Nigeria and they are boasting with offices like Audio Mic and all those binning bins and binning bones. It is because their business is catching eye. And if you are catching eye with your business, what it means is that people will get closer to survive on you. People will get closer to do collaborations and business partnership with you. In Ghana, the story is not a good one, especially in show business, in partnership, in collaborations with these huge Western brands or Western businesses. When it comes to show business, we are not really feeling their presence. We are not seeing their offices and their edifices here in Ghana, but we hear them. Oh, they are in this African country. They are in that African country. We see them all the time. It is our pride, it's our envy that, oh, can we also get some of these offices set up here? Now, if we want some of these offices set up here and we are running our business anyhow, it means they will come and they'll fold. It means they will come and within just a couple of years, they'll run away. Now, I have a story to tell you in this editorial here on Sammy Flex TV. Remember, I'm doing this with my team, Theophilus Digosh, as well as Budget Lens. Now, what am I talking about when I say business in music here in Africa and Ghana to be specific? Let's kill Ghana. Music in Ghana to be specific. As it stands now, if you are not careful, a time will come that you will not be able to hit chest and boast of some minor things that a country that believes in the music culture should have. If you are not careful, you lose some of these small facilities. And it is because we are not being foresightedness. We are not. We are all thinking around here. We are all thinking around here. We are all thinking around here. That's it. Now, I was going through some of the activities on my TL, aka timeline, when I came across a story about Boomplay, a story about the manager and husband of gospel musician Celestine Donko. And when I saw the story, I realized that there were some people who were making fun of the story. I realized that there were some people who think this is another opportunity for us to troll. And these are supposed to be media people or supposed to be industry people. I realized that there are some people who are just waiting for this to happen. They say, yeah, the woman said it or it was mentioned that indeed it was going to happen. Now, I hear Boomplay, one of the streaming apps taking care of West Africa and some neighboring countries, they had their office here in Accra. I've been to the office before. I think they are around the 3 Music platform area. I've been to the office. I've had close conversations with some of the movers and shakers in their office. And if this story is anything to go by, then some of us, we are doomed and we are not happy. Now, what is it saying? It says, pay us our royalties, Celestine Donko's manager to Boomplay. And I would want to read the story, have some points that I'd want to share with you on this. Now it says, Kofi Donko, the manager of gospel musician Celestine Donko, has called out online streaming service Boomplay for not paying royalties of his artists. Now, when you read even the lead in the news stories, the first paragraph, or sometimes even the first 2, it is called the lead. So after the headline, you come to the lead. And we say the lead should have the most important parts of the story captured in there. So indirectly, this story that says Kofi Donko The manager of gospel musician Celestine Donko has called out online streaming service Boomplay for not paying royalties of his artists. Indeed, it's one of the important parts in the story. Now, what is Kofi Donko talking about? Kofi Donko is telling the world that for some years, or for some time now, he's not been receiving royalties from the streaming app Boomplay. And again, he's not too happy about. Now, when you read deep into the story, it goes further to say that the gentleman has even heard, as in the manager of Celestine Donko, has even heard that maybe on Friday, Boomplay will be closing office here in Ghana. Their office will not be functional or useful in Ghana again, because maybe their country office, their country blah blah blah, boom boom boom. In short, they might not be making the expected profit. That is why they will go down. Now it goes on to say that he also suggested in a post via Facebook that the digital service provider will be closing its office in Ghana. In the post, he wrote, "Boomplay, pay us our royalties before you close down the Ghana office on Friday." Now, speaking to MyJoyOnline.com, Kofi Donko indicated that his artist has not received any royalties from Boomplay for over a year now, and says they have not been paid for years, for more than a year. And I hear they are even planning on shutting down their office in Ghana. We need to take our monies now. Meanwhile, MyJoyOnline.com's investigations indicate that Boomplay doesn't have any agreements with artists directly. Rather, it has agreements with distribution platforms and distributors for the songs that are submitted onto the platform. This means royalty payments are made to distributors, who in turn pay artists based on their percentage share agreement. Our findings further prove that there have been some challenges with some distributors and distribution platforms, a reason for the non-payment of some royalties. Our sources established that some licensing agreements with some platforms have ended, and that there have been a confusion over agreeing to new licensing agreements which are still being discussed. Celestine Donko is not the only artist who finds herself in this situation, as there are other artists. We have Kofi Sapon, Ochame Kwame, Sister Fia, Tiny Kinpaluta episode, who have signed on to Boomplay and have not been paid a dime. Let's come back home and tackle this story the way it is supposed to be tackled. Number one, this is obviously not a good story. This is obviously not a welcoming story. This is obviously not inspiring when you hear that a company that has been serving some of the people here in Ghana, the company is about to be shut here in Ghana for its operations. And again, there are some musicians who are even chasing them for something that I'm yet to understand. Now, Boomplay, as a streaming platform, obviously takes its raw materials, aka songs, from other distributing platforms or from other platforms that are distributing. So when they distribute, it goes to Boomplay, it goes to Apple Music, it goes to Spotify, it goes to AudioMac and the rest of the people like that. That is what has been happening. So today, if an artist manager worth his salt, in fact, he's been around, he understands the code very well, he knows how this terrain works. If he can come out boldly to say that he's expecting his royalties to have come from Boomplay, then he should know that, once again, another trouble is looming. Then you should know that, once again, we have another case to handle. Yes, because Boomplay has had an office here in Ghana. I can tell you on authority that they have assisted or they have helped some musicians before in Ghana. They've done some one or two to assist many. So indeed, their presence here means that they have been supporting talent. Even in the area of events, sometimes I see their names as part of sponsors, Boomplay. You are even likely to see some industry people wearing their hoodie given to them by Boomplay. Some have received trophies that made them look good, courtesy Boomplay, because maybe Spotify will give them such trophies, maybe any of these platforms will give them such trophies. But to them, they have been sharing some of these trophies to the musicians for their achievement, recognizing their achievements when it comes to getting cool numbers for their works. Today, if Boomplay has announced its exit from Ghana, and you go online, some people think they can have fun with it, they can make jokes with it, then it is worrying. You go online and artist managers of their sort are out there demanding for royalties from them when indeed they are not supposed to be paying them royalties, then you should know something is wrong. Unless they have some special arrangement that some of us don't have. But as the story stated, if indeed it is what it is, then nothing should really call for this jubilation. Then we should all be crying. We should all be at Independence Square and start a crying party or a mourning party, because very soon, I'm sure it will deteriorate into other areas. And we shouldn't be happy about it. Because imagine, investors are watching. People want to put in their all into the industry. And if something happens to one person who invested in the industry, and we are all going to be silent or to make fun of it, then it means it is a very sad one. Then it means that we don't even know what we are looking for. We are not even protecting our own legacies. And to me, I think Kofi Donko and his team, they should do due diligence. Even if they've heard that Boomplay is about living, and they want to maybe reconcile some one or two things that they've done with them, I think that going a way that will save their look, because they might not be here, but they might be somewhere. So going a way that will save their look will help you, because they have also supported your industry. But to make it look like, oh, nothing, let's even sack them, let them go, then it means there is a problem. Onlookers are watching, possible investors are following, and if it is going to be like this, why should a manager come out online and say that he's expecting royalties from Gamro when maybe he did not deal with, did I say Gamro? Boomplay. When maybe he did not deal with Boomplay directly. Maybe there are some licenses elsewhere. There are some people who are doing the distribution for them. There are some people who are making sure that they are following every penny of their products. And I'm not too sure why people will be happy about it. Oh, Boomplay is about to close down and you are jubilating. Oh, Boomplay is about to maybe change their style of operations and you are happy. No, you don't have to be happy. You have to be sad. Because we need Boomplay to survive here, win here, so that other people will look at their success to also join. We need Boomplay to win big, so that when any of these streaming platforms are sitting around, these guys, they are competing. Oh, how are they competing? Okay, maybe they are competing from just Ghana. If we are able to do what is right, we will all be smiling. But unfortunately, some people are rather seeing joy in the fact that Boomplay is about closing office and Boomplay is not able to pay people's royalties. Well, it is an open story. To be wrong on anybody's part to totally condemn, demand for something and the explanation to it. So we can just wait and see in the coming days how we handle it. But if you are in show business, you shouldn't be happy that Boomplay is going from Ghana. You shouldn't be happy that they are closing their Ghana office. You shouldn't be happy that there are some artists who are out there talking about some things that they might not even know. It is sad. To Boomplay and the staff there, I knew that we were supposed to meet somewhere. Yeah, we had some agenda to have some meeting for some conversations, but unfortunately, maybe to have to be done in another fashion and manner, and it is possible. Yeah, it is possible. Well, this has been the editorial. Shame on you if you're happy that Boomplay is leaving Ghana. Shame on you. You should be worried because others have benefited immensely from their support into our local music industry. Until then, we'll surely meet again some other time for more conversations here on Sammy Flex TV. My name is Sammy Flex. Subscribe to us and let's do some more.